Hey there, StarCraft fans! It's Paladin coming at you with yet another edition of StarCraft Brood War Remastered. Today it's going to be RoyaL and Snow in a best of 3. Starting on Ringing Bloom, it's an RJB replay. Top right, it's going to be a red Terran. It is RoyaL. He is an ASL champion from this year. Oh, last year. It's 2024 now. And in the top left, it's gonna be Snow, who is an incredible Protoss player who has not won an ASL, but I feel like it's going to happen soon. So, here on Ringing Bloom for game number 1. Happy Saturday, everybody. Hope everybody has settled down with a drink of choice and a snack for this best of 3, this killer best of 3 from RJB, a DEF CON replay. And there we go. Yeah, there was a hallucinated something in here, right? There is creep. You can build a creep colony in here, but there are no Zerg, so this doesn't really matter, right? It's a weird feature of Ringing Bloom, but it doesn't really matter if there are no drones at all. So, alright. No cannon rushing today. It's a giant 4-player map. And just a wall off, right? Are we going to go Nexus first here, Mr. Snow? There is a protected base back here, but you still have to wall off if you want it to be protected. Yeah, okay, so this is going to be a Nexus first build here from Snow. Got ourselves a barracks coming up here for RoyaL. No command center first for him. And it's a little bit late. Oh, just making another probe, and ka-chow. 13 Nexus. Yeah. Alright, man. So again, if this gets scouted, then it can be punished by the Terran player, but if it's not scouted, then we're good to go. And it's usually going to be a Protoss win against a Terran when it's Nexus first and doesn't get scouted, but not every time, just generally. So gateway coming up here, barracks just about done. Ka-chow. Expansion on the way here. Again, it is very, very safe natural here from RoyaL. And these guys are searching so hard to see where on earth the other player is. Snow cross-scouted. And then went bottom left, and he still doesn't know where the Terran player is. He knows by process of elimination. But yo. Okay, Cybercore happening here. Hard-walled against any Zealot pressure that might show up here, and any scouting probes too. Aha! You don't know if this is a one-base play or not, do you? You have no information whatsoever, do you, Snow? That doesn't feel good. You're like, oh man, what if there's like 2 or 3 barracks back here, and he's gonna come at me, and my Cybercore is not even done yet. I'll be dead, but eh. See, finally, Steve the SCV gets up here, and he's like, what's up? Oh, your Cybercore just warped in? That means you went Nexus first. If you're at 345 and that just showed up, yep, he knows. It's like, dang it. Got away with it. Got away with it. Well, what are we going to do? Obviously, it's a factory. Okay, so double fat coming in here. RoyaL floating a bit of cash if he can double fact like that. So, yeah, I mean, I just think this game 1, Snow is ahead big time right now. He got this base up so much earlier. That's 25 to 26 workers, but that Nexus first is such an amazing benefit to your economy. Robo facility coming in, no real concern there. Third base is here. It's really exposed, and it kind of sucks to try to defend. Sometimes we'll see third bases over here, which is why Steve's checking that. A little tiny bit easier to defend. Armory coming up top right. Marine production here. A little bit of marine production. Not going crazy with Marines at all. But yeah, there's nothing RoyaL can do to shut this down at this stage. I guess he could have gone for something, but here come 2 Zealots and a Dragoon. And the Dragoon's like, I will fire on any Marines on the other side of this wall and keep my Zealot brethren alive. But, I don't know, is it working? It takes a lot of shots from a Dragoon to kill a Marine. Pull it back, Royal. Not good micro there. Now we're going to try to focus down the SCVs so they can't repair while the Zealots are hammering away. One of the Zealots is going to go down. No, good pullback. Great pullback there. And, yeah, this is annoying, but nothing that... Actually, hang on. Now there's a siege tank. Okay, so this isn't happening. It was fun. It was a fun little attack on the wall, but Royal defended it quite ably. SCV coming bottom right. Probe says, what you doing? What you doing down here, man? And, well, I don't know. I'm going to take a third base. Am I scouting? What's the play here? You can't take a third base because this probe will just kill you if you try building something down here. Is he just scouting for proxies, or was he thinking about building a proxy? And he's like, my plans have been discovered. Oh, and the SCV dies too. That sucks. All right, third base coming in. We do want to stay a base ahead of the Terran here. We know the play. Charon boost coming in early. Is he worried about getting Reaver dropped? This is a good map for it. Big, wide open areas to Reaver drop in. This base is really easy to Reaver drop in too, which is why our Terran has kind of parked himself in between two bases to see if he can catch incoming, shuttles mostly. A little bit too early for Arbiter, but not crazy early. Robotic support bay coming in. Reavers in the future. Royal knows what's up on this map. Let's see when he tries throwing up a third command center. I think that'd be a good thing to check out. Goliath's patrolling the perimeter here. Charon boost is finishing up momentarily. Obs flies in to maybe see what's going on. That's a third. Oh, it's a starport. Starport coming in here from Royal. Not a third CC, but oh, there is a third CC as well. So there's the command center, and there's the starport. Okay, got it. Got it figured out, everybody. Yeah. The observer's like, I don't want to go in here. There are Goliaths. They probably have Charon boost by now. Reaver in production. Shuttle speed coming in too. All right, it's going to be a little bit tough to deal with Snow's shuttle Reaver droppage stuff. Interesting places for pylons. He's watching this area too. He's watching this area too. Yeah, he just doesn't want to get vulture dropped, I think is the play here. But super ease, there are no vultures, actually. We're just going for a Goliath siege tank composition. We're going to kill this overmind cocoon that's never going to actually turn into an overmind, because it's in some kind of a stasis situation here. But yeah, where is our shuttle? Where is our Reaver? Here it is. Look how darn slow it is without that speed upgrade, man. Embarrassingly slow. Ooh, or we're just going to use the Reaver to break the front door down. Is siege mode done? I'm a little bit concerned about why none of these tanks are in siege mode. Maybe siege mode is not done. This could be problematic, actually, if siege mode is not done. Look, he opened his own front door for you. Isn't that weird? Why is he so worried about these overmind cocoons? Again, if it's a Zerg player, they can show up and throw down a Sunken in there, which is annoying, but I guess it's a way to get out, but no, you can just lift, whatever. Just lift, right? This is so weird, man. All right, there's a Scanaroonie, and first Reaver shot. Oh, Goliath down. Not first blood, but pretty good. Oh, siege mode is definitely done. Shot. Ooh, did he take a hit? No, I don't think he took a hit. I think he'd be in the red if he'd taken a hit from a siege tank. Siege tank's trying to come out and defend this third base as it is getting fired up here, but I don't know, man. Snow's got a bunch of Dragoons. That's a lot of tanks, though. Yeah, I think he's got this taken care of. Yo, just YOLOing in, dropping Zealots in, dropping a Reaver in right on top of these siege tanks. Getting another hit off the Reaver's dead, but how many tanks have died? Holy smokes. This is actually really bad for Royal. Like I said, man, that Nexus first is such an advantage. And now there's vultures out. But this is a Dragoon army we're dealing with, sir. A lot of SCVs are dying. The advantage is fully and wholly on Snow's side here. These guys have no attack upgrades. They're just getting started on one. The vultures trying their best. SCVs, again, it takes a lot of shots from a Dragoon to kill an SCV. Unloading a couple more Zealots in here. Oh, the siege tanks come out, but that's it. That's a GG. And Snow. My gosh, he expanded behind this too. He He was on 4 base at 9 minutes and killed RoyaL with a beautiful Reaver Dragoon Zealot attack. Just fantastically well done. Just beautifully well executed. The Nexus first, just perfectly timed. Okay, it wasn't perfectly timed. It was close to perfectly timed. It was good. It got him a nice economic advantage. And he rode that, and then he's like, let's go. I know you got some tanks here, but let's unload our Reaver on your tanks. Unload Zealots on there too. Wipe out the tanks, and then suddenly all you've got left are SCVs and Vultures. And then your front door's busted wide open, and you're a 2-basing Terran, and he's floating some cash here a little bit, but I don't think it really matters in the long run. Wow. What a game from Snow. Just got in there, bam, broke down, well, broke this, and then came in the front door, which is kind of already broken down by RoyaL for some reason. And here we are. We're just free inside. GG, game 1. Going to the Protoss. Looking good. 39,000 points to 36,000 points in favor of Snow, producing very similar numbers of units, but a 4-to-1 kill-death ratio is pretty good for Snow. Buildings raised 2-0, and yep, Snow outspending by about 1,000 resources in only about 9 minutes. A pretty quick game 1 here for sure. And yeah. That was awesome. What a fantastic little game 1 that was. Man, Snow is so scary. So scary. All right, let's go to game number 2. Game 2's here on Eclipse. Really fun map. Like it a lot. Let's do top right. Gonna be a teal Protoss this time, Snow, and bottom left an orange Terran player. It is RoyaL. Let's go. Let's go PvT here on Eclipse. It's a take on Third World without all the weird stuff that keeps you from doing anything in the top left unless you are a probe or an SCV or a drone, or unless you get drops super early. Top left, available to all here on Eclipse. So, moving out, scouting, making sure it's not a proxy. And I don't think it's going to be a Nexus first here because this is a 2-player map. Very, very easy to scout a Nexus first if you're a Terran player on this map. I know it's a little bit of a longer rush distance, but just a little bit too risky to attempt here on Eclipse. Oh my gosh. Are we Dude, Snow is proxying RoyaL instead. Somewhere Artosis is screaming, and he doesn't know why. He just woke up, like, drenched in a cold sweat, terrified, because Snow is proxying a Terran, and Artosis feels the pain of all Terrans everywhere. That's why he is so beloved, by Terrans especially. He speaks the truth about the matchup of PvT. He knows how ridiculous it is. Dude, come on. You have to scout. RoyaL's like running around looking for pylons inside his base, but no. Okay, good. I mean, that's fine, but it's not going to help you here. Refinery coming in. I was going to say, he might not be going for a faster expand, which might save his patootie here. If he can get a factory up fast. SCV on the scout. Let's see what he sees. Oops, wrong thing. Come back. Oh, a gateway on my front lawn. How nice of you, Snow, to give me a gateway on my front lawn. Grumble, grumble, says RoyaL. This totally sucks. All right, we're going to hardwall this area. Nice. Pump out some Marines. Get them behind here. Let's see if he's going to bother getting a factory or not. What's fun about this position on this gateway is that it's eminently scoutable. Like, if he had put it, I don't know, over here? Or like over here? I don't know if it gets scouted, but instead it's kind of in full view of RoyaL, and RoyaL's like, all right, here we go. He did recognize there is a cybercore coming up on the other side of the map. There we go. Marine, yep, can slip between these gaps. Zealots are fat, so they can't. And let's see, 87 shots from a Marine to kill a Zealot. I don't know if anyone's ever counted before. I mean, it's bursty, so it's not a shot, it's a burst. There's semi-automatic rifles that we're using here. So, I mean, if you want to count the individual bullets, good luck with that. It's going to be, like, how many bullets per burst, right? I wonder if anyone's ever analyzed that. Based on the sound, based on the imagery, how many shots do you think come out of that rifle in each burst? I don't know. I'm not like enough of a gun person at all to really tell you or have any kind of an educated guess there, but anyway, one base in it. Singularity charge coming in. Okie doke. Both players, I guess, are just going to one base open this thing. The Zealots, yeah, they haven't gotten really any damage done at all. Again, the positioning of this is curious to me. I really feel like if Snow had put it over here or up on this high ground, it's the same rush distance. It's just then RoyaL's not perfectly eminently ready for it as he was. He just makes it look easy, right? Just make a bunch of Marines, dude. Yeah, body block with an SCV so you can't get up here. Dragoon's not getting anything done either, especially without Singularity charge. And we've got our factory. We're working on a siege tank and we'll be just fine, thanks. Meanwhile, a one base robo here from Snow. This is nuts. I don't know if you want to compete one base to one base with the Terran. He did force a lot of Marines out, though, which aren't as cost efficient as Vultures and Siege Tanks are. So this is tricky. This is really tricky stuff here. All right, tank coming in. Second base being constructed inside the main base here by RoyaL. He should be able to land this thing, especially if siege mode's on the way, and it is. I'm just waiting for a second base for Snow here. He's going for it. He's got a probe down here, but also, you know, getting a quick observatory. He's worried about spider mines showing up and him having no detection at all. Every Protoss player has experienced that, and it's been a nightmare scenario for them. NG Bay on the way for detection purposes because DTs might be on the way, and just neither of these players really knows what's going on. Like, finally, I guess they know there's not an expansion probably yet. These guys were down there long enough. Oh, this SCV, all he wanted was to see if there was an expansion coming in, and he wasn't able to see it. He was denied. He was denied from checking it out. Armory on the way. Barracks floating out. And second base landing for the Terran, and then second Nexus is not even 3/4 done yet for Snow. So this is bad for Snow. Like, the first game was good for Snow. The second game here is really pretty bad for Snow. Gotta throw that out there. So we'll see. We'll see if Snow can recover here, or if maybe we're gonna force a game number 3 if we're RoyaL. I honestly kind of feel like a big Marine siege tank push out here would be kind of awesome. Dragoons are garbage, really, against really well-controlled Marine tank. There's only a couple Zealots, which would be a problem, but again, 2 of them, not a big deal. Ooh, there we go. Third base coming up. Yeah, third base coming up right about the same time the second base finishes. Snow's like, I need this money. I need it so bad. My money, I need it now. Thanks, JG Wentworth. Observer does manage to get in here from Snow. See the siege tanks, see the Marines. Worried about getting dropped up here. These Marines are all spread out, so only Reaver Shot can only kill one of them at a time. Beautiful split. Beautiful just thinking here from RoyaL. Really fantastic stuff. And yeah, hit that like button. Hit the subscribe if you're enjoying this so far. I do have a goal to hit 100,000 subscribers sometime this year of 2024, so every little bit helps. And yeah, everyone who's already subscribed, I do appreciate it. When I started this YouTube channel, I did not think that I would get this far, but man, StarCraft is still alive in so many hearts across the world. We got people watching from France and Germany, Australia, New Zealand, Taiwan, Peru, Brazil, America, Canada. Most of you guys are coming from there. I mean, we've just got a worldwide audience watching this today. South Africa sometimes pops in to say hello. Appreciate that. But yeah, I don't know. I've always loved StarCraft ever since it came out, the day it came out. Went to Target with a bunch of my friends. We bought 1 copy and then burned 8 because it was 1998, man. CD burning was the new hot thing. You could just burn copies of StarCraft and play them and no one could stop you. What a time. Ugh. Vulture's trying to get stuff done. Not really working out for them. Yeah, Snow's like, I'd like to maybe trade out, but the Marines buffering a little bit for these tanks, extra bad. I know I forced these Marines out by my early Zealot pressure. It's my own fault that they exist. And he's going in here anyway. One of the tanks does go down. There you go. 2 tanks go down. 4 Dragoons die. Trades. A bunch of Marines died there too. I like it. Reaver shots, getting Reaver shots in. Bam, take that SCV, building a missile turret. Now I can come in here because there's no turret. Dude, this is kind of amazing. Zealot bomb, and then a Reaver shot. Oh, killer shot, another tank is down. Dude, Snow, you are a monster. A total monster with this Reaver. How many kills does this Reaver have? We don't know. It's building Scarabs. Siege tanks kind of unsieging, sieging, re-sieging. It's all kind of incredible. 3rd base coming up. It's done, left side here, but can you protect it is the question. He's sending up some vultures, spider mining the way, and now he's going to see if he can maybe... Well, that's actually too far. This base, man, all right, more spider mines. He's like, I am going to throw a command center over there, don't you worry. Vulture's thinking about heading into this 3rd base, but that looks like a pretty hard wall, and there's a Dragoon there hanging out, so... Yeah, Carol Boost coming in a little bit later than Game 1 for sure. Game 1 was over by the 10-minute mark. Additional factories being tossed in, Citadel of Adun on the way, and we're just kind of settling into more of a normal... I mean, not that 9-minute games aren't normal, just for this channel, right? More of a normal PvT. Moving into the 10, 15, 20-minute mark. We'll see how this goes. Did we just drop some Vulture? Did we run... How... Alright, this Vulture's got 3 kills. Got a little bit distracted by attacking a Vulture, or a Dragoon there, but that's okay. Huh. They must have just run in there. I don't see how a dropship would have gotten wiped out entirely in that situation. When there are only Dragoons to defend here. He's like inching up. He's like, can I expand up here? It'd be really good if I could. Yeah, this pressure from Snow is real, man. Really real. Spider Mines do a good job scouting, too, on some level. And they do scout. This probe coming up to take a 4th base. Oh, just kidding. This is the 4th base, bottom right. And, shuttle got wiped out by Goliath. Reaver hits. Good. Again. That's a 4th base, bottom right. And then a 5th base up here if Snow decides to go for it, depending on how this battle happens, I guess. Dude, that's okay. That shuttle snipe was absolutely filthy. Out of those Goliaths and out of RoyaL here, he still doesn't feel like he can defend this because he can't. These Dragoons and this Reaver exist. But the Reaver is a creeper now. It doesn't have anything to help it move more quickly. And as a result, it's probably going to die here pretty soon. But yeah, these Dragoons, like, you can't expand over here. This place is death. Look at this Reaver positioning. Just, oh my, no. No, 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 RoyaL. Bad RoyaL. Why did you do that? You knew there was a Reaver up here. Got a shot on your Goliath earlier. My gosh, that was terrifying. What is happening? All right, Snow's busting in. Getting that barracks to die would actually be super annoying. You can't build more factories without it. But this 3rd base being delayed is such a freaking huge deal for RoyaL. These Dragoons get behind the mineral line. Again, not great at killing SCVs. We've established that over the many years of StarCraft, but okay, close enough. Arbiter Tribunal coming in. It's all good. Everything's all good. Zealot leg enhancements on the way. This Reaver, man. 7 kills. 8 kills, and I think one of them's a tank. Okay, finally dies. Oh, that shuttle totally could have saved him. It was just a little bit too slow on the uptake there. Unfortunately, this is a crazy game. could see why RJB DEFCON won this thing. This is awesome. Alright, man. Zealots on top of the tanks, doing what they can. Dragoons coming in to clean up the previously bruised up siege tanks by the Zealots. SCVs are like, the Reaver is dead. We can finally get to work over here at this base that doesn't have a command center at it. Because my third base is so delayed. Oh my gosh, RoyaL. RoyaL! You're struggling so hard right now. Snow, I think, was investing a little bit more into army than in expansions. Or he would have already had a 5th base by now. He thought maybe he could have completely denied this base, but I don't know. More Zealot bombing on these siege tanks. That is 2 tanks down. And probably 4 Zealots down. That's a fair trade. Fair and equitable trade as usual here. EMP getting researched. No real surprise. That is a staple of this matchup. Always is. My gosh. Spider mines. They keep triggering on stuff but not actually exploding, which is probably better for RoyaL in that situation. Spider-Mine had more units to kill of his than of the Protoss at that moment. Yo, recall coming in. Hey, we love a good recall, don't we? 5th base, warping normally. It is 119 to 124 supply, 71 SCVs to 60 probes. So RoyaL's done a pretty good job keeping that probe count up, despite the fact that his 3rd base is so gosh darn late. Siege tanks trying to wander over here and wipe this out, but Dragoons, yeah, swinging in. Siege tanks are hiding. Oh, there's an obs, though. There's no hiding here. Vultures are like, you're my buddies. We will live together. We will die together. All right. I don't know if Zealot dropping on this is going to work. There's a bunch of vultures here. I'm just going to let the Arbiter kill everything. Oh, but the Cloaked Zealot. Spider-Mine says, I see you, and the scan sees you, too. I love this Arbiter being like, pew, pew. Sometimes we see players like Snow get upgrades for air when they're not making any carriers or anything. It's just solely because there are a bunch of Arbiters about, and giving them additional attack upgrades is hilarious. All that 10 damage. A little bit of Spider-Mine. A little bit of Zealot bombing splash damage there, too. That's all very, very nice and good. Good, nice and good. Faster observer movement coming in. 1 tank down, and... gosh. When the scan comes in, ooh, that's an EMP. But nothing here shoots up. What a weird little setup here, man. Alright. Goliaths arrive. Trying to take this tank out. Oh my gosh, more Protoss has arrived too. I think these Dragoons maybe could have stood and fought if this siege tank didn't exist, but he does. He's got exactly 15 HP, but he's alive, and the Dragoons have to bail out of there. So this is still a 3-basing Terran, man. 3-basing Terran versus a 5-basing Protoss. It is not looking good for RoyaL fans here. But there are tanks. Whenever there are tanks, there is hope. 2-2 upgrades on the mech. Protoss is at 1 attack, 0 armor, 0 shields. And this siege tank's got 5 kills. No, just got wiped out. But I think that was a simultaneous kill, so 6 kills for our guy. Reavers swing on the backside and wipe out the rest of those vultures. Dang. This is intense. Storms on the way. Further plating for the vehicles under construction. Further attack for the Protoss under construction as well. We will often see just +3 and then maybe nothing else in a PvT from the Protoss side of things. I'm curious to see if we're going to get a recall here. Sounds like RoyaL or Snow had to kill one of his own structures there. That's fine. 3-kill Reaver. 4th base up the left side, just now getting set up by RoyaL. Snow is supply blocked, I think by killing his own pylons for SimCity purposes. Yeah, no. Coming up here, a Spider-Mine Vulture, a siege tank setup. I don't think you're getting up here, Snow. It's worth a shot. Just kind of poke in, kill some of those spider mines, but nothing else. Yeah, look at the range on this tank. Wow, base. Again, something spotting for them. Tank range is forever and a day. Stasis coming in. Just all the Arbiter upgrades and in the hands of Snow here. And he's like, all right, I've left the Terran alone for too long. It's time to go. This isn't necessarily even about, like, can I win this? This is really just more about, I need to kill some tanks. And if I lose everything in my army, it's okay. Good storms, certainly, yes. Oh, look at those vultures getting blanketed. Really, really nice stuff here. Good snipe on the High Templar, though, vultures. Vulture boys putting some work in. And it is the air weapons for Snow because he likes Arbiters having attack upgrades. He's a bit of a crazy person. I don't know that I've seen many other Protoss players do this. And you might say, but Falcon, maybe he's getting air weapons because he's going to transition into carriers. Maybe, sure. But he certainly is not doing that now. Both players about 150 supply here. Yeah, once those siege tanks have a +3, it's just so good. 70 + 15. Right in your face if you're a Dragoon. Look at this expansion. And this one too. I think this is Snow saying, all right, I'm going to lose some expansions today. So tell you what, I'm going to take the ones on the opposite corner. So if one dies, I'll have another one to go to. Alright, I'm not sure that was even a cancel. I think Snow might have just lost that. That's not so great. But again, that's why he has this. And there are not a million places to expand on Eclipse. It's a two-player map. Two-player maps don't have 8 bases for everyone to take. Right? You can take 8 bases, but that means your opponent's not getting 8 bases, right? Oh, the micro. Good micro. Just the micro is get away from the spider mines is generally what that micro entails in a situation like this. The old Kadaran Core, Kadaran Amulet on the way. Oh my gosh, it is a fleet beacon, and 2 more Stargates are getting tossed up. Hold your horses! Whoever said, oh, that +1 air weapons is obviously for carriers. By golly, I think you were right. Let's see if we can get a scan to tell the Terran player that there are carriers coming, but maybe he's like, whatever. You can start on carriers now. I'm just going to kill all your stuff before you get enough carriers to actually kill me. How's that sound? And I know you're going to be vulnerable while you're kind of saving up money for carriers. Yeah, carrier capacity upgrade. Oh, this is a great position to set up in. You can threaten 2 bases simultaneously here. Oh, this is good. This is good stuff from RoyaL. And look, where is the Protoss army? Not here. They're down here, kind of. They're going to try to engage, but okay, this base is deader than a doornail. This base, simultaneously kind of better. Oh, Snow's like, forget that. I'm going to base race. But they say never base race a Terran. Oh, man. This Nexus. Hasta la vista, baby. And, yep, here comes the Protoss. He's like, well, I don't want to fight that, so let's cruise on in and try to... Ow, nice EMP on that Arbiter. It died anyway. Bit of a waste of an EMP. It got a stasis off anyway. Some of the army does come home to deal with that. Actually, most of the army comes home to deal with that. A defensive matrix siege tank is left behind, but doesn't have the vision to fire up that thing, guys. That's really funny. That's really funny. Unloads a single zealot on him. Maybe unloads a zealot over here. Maybe one over here. Just like seasoning our food with zealots. There you go. Bam. And then we do it again. This is beautiful from Snow, by the way. Just so casual. You left siege tanks behind? Well, normally would be really annoying, but not today, friends. Look at this vulture. What's he doing? He's spinning around a lot here. Can RoyaL get a position to threaten this base? That'd be really big. Again, I think these are just spider mines. So RoyaL has abandoned the northern section of the map. Spider mines taking out a couple zealots there. Really nice. Reavers. Ah, you can't just sit on my ramp and murder my Nexus without Reaver Scarabs coming in and blowing you away. A carrier is on the way from Snow. I don't know. I don't know if carriers are going to really work for him at this point. I'm really shocked we haven't seen anything go up and try to wipe this base out. It really seems more concentrated on this bottom right corner. And in fairness, it is kind of a 2-for-1 scenario. If he can set up properly, he can, again, threaten 2 bases for the price of 1 here, which is what every Terran player wants to do. Their army is slow and ponderous, but it hits like a truck. So if you can... There you go. Look at that positioning. That is just mean positioning. EMP is the Nexus, so it's easier to kill. Protoss is like, no, I can't let tanks sit there. We're going to unload the Reavers. Nah! No, it's not. Okay, one tank survives. And he's got that +3, and he's firing away. This Nexus is taking direct damage and is very much dead. Oh, yeah. Super dead on this guy, and that means that this one is dead as well. And Snow, okay, he's retaking this fifth base. And this top left base is still alive, but who's heading over this way? Well, a couple Vultures and a couple Science Vessels for Science. Unsiege, re-siege. The carriers are here. Not enough to save the next. Fire on the Nexus! Why are you not firing on the Nexus? RoyaL! RoyaL, you son of a gun! There were 20 HP on that Nexus. Instead, you killed a cannon? Dude. Dude. Did you just dematrix an observer by accident? That's actually incredible. That is, I've never seen a dematrixed observer before. At least not like this. And look at Snow chasing the army away. Because it's all Vultures and tanks, and they can't fight it at all. Dude, this Nexus being alive is the most incredible. These Vultures are like, but what if we killed this Nexus? There you go. We did what the siege tank would not do. Okay, he gets it. Feel better about that one for sure. Look at this dematrixed obs taking Goliath hits and being like, yeah, whatever. I'm cool. But it is 165 to 135 supply. This base is a massive loss for Snow here. And it looks like RoyaL's going to take out this top left base too. Oh, and the 5th base got some tanks all rolled up on it. Okay. Snow just got knocked down to a 3 basing Protoss against a 4 basing Terran. 2 mining bases to like 1 mining base is what we're looking at right now. This one might be back shortly, but it's not back yet. And this carrier fleet's actually kind of scary. That is an 8 carrier fleet, man. They got +2 attack. How many Goliaths are there? I don't know. I'm trying desperately to build some turrets. Okay, here are the Goliaths. It's a pretty good map for carriers. There are places you can hide over this water. Nice EMP on the carrier ball, though. Ooh, that was good. That was great. That knocked the shields off, I think, every one of these carriers. This base is... Snow needs it. Snow needs this base to live. Top left base, a little bit ambitious for RoyaL to try to take it, and it didn't work out. All right. Nice snipe on that Science Vessel. Snow doing beautiful carrier micro here. Glorious carrier micro. Boom, 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 boom. 177 and 127 supply. I mean, this is mining out. This base is back. If Snow's going to win this game, too, it's going to be on the back of that. It's going to be totally on the back of, he got a base up, he can replace interceptors as they die. He can make more carriers, he can work on further upgrades, right? Without, because, yeah, this is nothing. Without this base, Snow's toast. It's still a 2v1 base scenario. This is not where you want to be as a Protoss player. But again, this has always been a good map for carriers. Both Third World and Eclipse. A lot of good high ground places to flee to if the Goliaths are coming. So let's see what RoyaL can do with this, right? Obviously, he's been pumping a ton of Goliaths. They've got full upgrades. At some level, you just attack interceptors and try to kill them. You try to force Snow to rebuild interceptors. Because that's good. That's always good. You can see individual interceptors dying. When they return to the carrier, they do get healed up. So you have to kill them when they're out here hanging around. Bit of a storm trying to get these Goliaths out of here. Once again, some of these carriers, one of them has been taking some body shots for the most part. Not that bad. Goliaths just not even really trying to get in there. Recognizing that Snow's carrier micro is too good for that. Too good for him to just stand there and take shots from Goliaths, right? All right. That science vessel is going to get targeted so bad. And behold, it was. Low. Ah, stasis. Catching one of the tanks, not the second one. Ooh, carrier does go down. Not the one that had taken previous hits, though. It's 172 to 113 supply. I think RoyaL, he's just up. He's just got too much stuff here. Oh, yeah. This Nexus dies, and that's it for Snow. Like I said, he needs this income more than a human needs water, man. If he doesn't do this, he's dead. He's holding. He's holding on so hard. And that's it. Snow, GG's out. And RoyaL gets game number 2 to tie this thing up and send us to a game number 3. Ooh, successful carrier transition that did not result in a win. Just too many bases died, all right? Snow lost this base effectively twice, lost this base and this base and this base. That's a lot of dead bases, man. This one was mined out. Natural and the main were mined out. It was just bad news. And yeah, I mean, it's not an incredible economy for RoyaL. I guess he did take this top left at some point in the last minute or so. But yeah, 2 basing Terran versus a 1 basing Protoss. Unless the Terran did nothing to make Goliaths to deal with your carriers, right? If they just completely whiffed on the fact that you have carriers. Man. Incredible. Incredible game, too. All right, let's move it. Let's move it on to game number 3. Oh, hang on a second. Actually, let's check out the final score, and then we'll move on to game number 3. 224,000 points, 221,000 points. Snow is actually ahead in that game. RoyaL outproduced and outkilled the Protoss, though, and that is kind of a good way to win a game, too. And this is just too close. Look at this. 64 to 63,000 resources spent in 29 minutes is not going to work as a Protoss player. Again, unless your carriers completely, right, completely are unscouted and just murder all of the vultures and the siege tanks in the world. In that case, the Protoss can win when the total spent looks like this. But, I don't know. Like, when's the last time we saw RoyaL just get completely surprised by carriers or any really, you know, S-tier, super professional ASL winning Terran player, right? Right. All right. Fantastic. Let's go ahead and hit game number 3. We'll be right back. Hit that like button. All right, game 3 here on Polypoid. Top right, Snow. Top left, it is RoyaL. We're going to see any more proxies, any more weird Nexus first from Snow. So a rubber match for a best of usually has some fairly conservative strategies because you don't want to lose in a dumb way and then lose the whole series, right? Right indeed. So check out RJB. He's applied me these replays. You know him. YouTube.com/@RJB_TV. Probably a link in the description somewhere to his channel. And yeah, if you want to support me, patreon.com/Falcon Paladin. You can do it by joining as a member here on YouTube for as little as a couple bucks a month. And for one-time donations, PayPal at falconpaladin@gmail.com. Fancy. Fancy pants indeed. What's the play going to be here, boys? We're going to see carriers? I don't know. We're going to see Reaver drops? Kind of probably. Snow seems to really love his Reavers in this matchup. Really can't say no to him on that one. It's just the atmosphere of StarCraft, man. You just come home from a long day of work, turn this on, listen for a minute. Of course, Snow's not hearing this. Snow's hearing the 300 APM that he's hammering into his keyboard right now. RoyaL's at 400 APM because, of course, he is. Is there anything different happening in this game? Not really, no. Oh my gosh, it was another Nexus first. All right, well, I'm sitting here staring at probes. It's a Nexus first out of snow, and this one, friends, is getting scouted. There's no way this, no, look at this micro. Look at this attempt to block. SCV is like, uh-huh. All right, man. It's time to pull the boys. Time to pull the boys, make a couple Marines, come build a bunker right here. There's nothing Snow can do about it. Come on, RoyaL. You gotta react in some way, man. Is he just gonna let it go? You can't just let it go. We saw what happened in game 1 when you let it go. Come on, buddy. Come on, friendo babendo. You can do this. I believe in you. Come on, RoyaL. Win this series through the power of punishment. He is sending the Marine across. And another Marine across. And the SCV just got killed by a probe. So that's not going to help you build a bunker over here, man. Bring another SCV over. You have... I mean, I don't know that you have to have a bunker. But, like, it really is awesome to have a bunker in this situation. He's just, okay, he's just giving up on it. He's not sending an SCV over. He's just trying to find this probe and kill it, which... Okay, I guess that's fine. Well, okay. That, a little bit disappointing. I mean, he's going to try to put some pressure up, yeah. But he bought enough time. I mean, he didn't buy time. He just wasted enough time trying to kill this probe, which, again, is still alive, mind you. Oh, he's pulling the boys. All right, never mind. I guess it's not too late to pull the boys. RoyaL has showed me the error of my ways. Dragoons coming in. One, okay, Zealot's like, what is this? Pull back. Try to delay a little bit. Try to jump on top of these Marines and get them. Okay, 2 Marines down. A third one, maybe. Ooh, a third one down. That's big. 3 Marines down, but all the Zealots are dead? Oh, now we get a bunker. Now the probes are like, so this is bad. Oh, good snipe on that Marine. A Vulture shows up to the party. No, no shots. Oh, don't try to kill this Dragoon. Kill these probes. That's what you're built for, Mr. Vulture. This is... Okay, RoyaL, man. Yeah, this Vulture means that Zealots that would show up here are not going to be very good. The bunker does finish. Okay, we've seen situations where the bunker finishes, but the Nexus does not die. I don't know if that's going to happen here. This is a lot of Terran. Spider mines are getting researched. This Vulture gets a probe kill before he dies. The sheer amount of damage output on this Nexus is really big. And I think it's punished. I think it's punished. And that's the difference between game 1 and game 3, everybody. This is what Snow did. This time it got scouted. This time it got punished. And now RoyaL's ahead. Singularity Charge is not finishing up soon enough to where you can save this thing. A 4th Marine for the bunker. Just not even necessary, but funny nevertheless. Singularity Charge finishes up. So now the Dragoons fire on the bunker and fire on the Vulture if he gets too close to anything and dies. Ooh, look at the range on that shot. Look at that range. Dragoon range, man. It's good. Alright, so just delay. Make more Vultures back home. Spider Mines is done. He didn't lay any Spider Mines with this Vulture. I'm a little bit concerned about that. He could have Spider Mined here and delayed the ever-loving crap out of Snow expanding, although he is working on an observatory. So bunker down. Dragoons, how far are they going to chase? I don't know if they're going to chase that much at all here. Honestly. Spider Mines! That's why you need to wait for obs, man. That's why. Alright, second base coming up. Looking fancy-pantsy here. And second base now warping in from Snow. So, yeah, again, 2 basing Terran, 2 basing Protoss. Terran's gonna have a good time. He lost some SCVs, but a lot of probes died too, so it's 25 SCVs stirred to 28 probes. But Terran's going to have a second command center here sooner than the second Nexus is out, and he'll be able to make that SCV deficit count up at some point. Yo, this has been some pretty darn good stuff here. Yeah, that game 2 alone would have been a nice standalone, but RJB packaged it together as a best of 3. And this is what we're looking at. Yeah, looks like Snow says, well, I'm not certain, but I'm pretty sure the Terran has got a second base by now. So I probably need a third base if I'm going to be ahead of him in base count. That's what basic math was taught to me when I was but a lad, 4 years old. I don't know. What age do Koreans learn addition? It's probably like 2. Their education system is bonkers, man. Spider mines? Are we out of spider mines? Yes. Yes, we are. And that's why we're dead. Except for this guy who escapes running past the Ursidon. See you later. But he can sneak up here and scout this base. Or scout if there's a base here. Whatever. Observer sees the tanks. Sees the second gas. Says, okay, we're getting fired up right now. We're firing ourselves up into Le Factory. Robotic support bay. Again, Snow loves his Reavers. Like, more than anything, he loves his Reavers. More than life itself. Vulture just wanted a probe kill, but confirming there's a third base coming up there is good. At this point, you don't have to worry about some kind of ginormous amount of Dragoons off of a 2-base timing attack showing up. This is third base. This is an attack's not really going to be possible here from Snow over the next couple minutes, so we can just sit back, relax, work on siege mode, get a second factory up. Really, second factory at 8 minutes feels late, but he had to punish that Nexus first. It slowed him down too. Citadel of Adun on the way, Academy on the way too, solely for Comsat stations. Everybody knows that. Everybody knows that. And yeah, if you don't know, I stream live Brood War on Sundays too, starting at 10 a.m. Eastern Time US, which is a fairly decent time in Europe, I think, for you European viewers, right? It's like an 8-hour difference, so it starts around 4 p.m. out there. Not bad, not bad. Yeah, come say hi. It's just on this channel, right? I'm casting replay sent in by viewers like you. We're sprinkling in some professional stuff there. We play some live games as well at the end of every Sunday stream, but yeah, come say hi. If you haven't been there in a while, feel free to do so this Sunday. I'll be there, 10 a.m. Eastern. It's a fun place to be. Just hang out with other StarCraft fans from around the world and just enjoy the StarCraft. Stargate coming in with the Templar Archives, the Arbiters. Snow's not really mixing this up at all. The Carriers were a bit of a mix-up in Game 2, yes. Zealot Bomb. Zealot Bomb. Ooh, that Reaver did not take a hit. That was smooth. Zealot died for a tank. Fair trades. Always and always fair trades. What are we scanning? The main base. He sees the Templar Archives. He does not see a fleet beacon and says, okay, good. Still making some Goliaths because Arbiters are annoying, and so are Shuttles, as has been evidenced by the loss of that tank. Fourth base warping him down south here from Snow. Science facility on the way for Dem EMP with Dem Arbiters. And all's well. I mean, honestly, Snow's not doing too poorly considering he lost his natural base to start this game. That's how we opened it. So that's fun. Did we scan there? Why would you scan there? Ooh, hard wall of pylons before the Vultures can get in. I'm liking this from Snow. But as we know from RoyaL, it can look like he's down like a bunch, and then he just moves out. And his timings and his positioning and his micro and his macro are all so good during those move outs that he can just straight up win games in positions where he is, you know, down in supply, down in work, down in bases by a bit, right? Good scan. Great scan there. That our Reaver did take a siege tank hit. But, I mean, they've got enough HP to withstand 2 of those. Which is, I don't know, more than some units. Some units can only survive 1 siege tank hit. Like Zerglings, for example. Zealot legs. Get your Zealot legs here if you're a Zealot. They are baking in the oven right now. ton of gateways here on the top right. Might start throwing up some summer cottages here on the bottom right, too, the longer this game goes on. And the more it seems like RoyaL might start causing some problems with tanks parking at your natural or parking up down here. Either way, when that happens, having another base with a ton of production is incredibly useful if you don't want to die. More and more facts on the way. Probe considering expanding down here. Scans in. Says, oh, there's a Reaver defending. Well, we can get a couple probes at least. 2. Ooh, 3? 4? Oh, yeah. 4 probes. There we go. Maybe. Oh, and then unload to dodge the Scarab. Unload. Oh. Reload to dodge the Scarab. Yes. Look at this micro. Look at this shuttle micro. Oh, my gosh, RoyaL. That's so fun. That is so, look at him dodging. He's like, you're just wasting 15 minerals per Scarab on this. Ah, ha, 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 ha. That's right. I'm fancy. I have fancy micro. I'm so fancy. And ouch. Okay, never mind. Well, both the vultures are dead. But 3-basing Terran, pretty scary stuff. We all know that. Being active with vultures, also scary stuff. We understand that too. Storm is on the way. Free probe and hanging out down here for a few minutes. Not sure what it was planning on doing. Maybe just scouting. Thinking about expanding down here for yet another base is Snow. And as we all know, expanding like a madman is a good way to defeat a Terran player, right? I cast a Light as Protoss game last Sunday, and he played against Noel, and it was awesome. Light's Protoss is insane. I mean, I might even say it's better than his Terran, but he's had some really nice Terran performances on the channel this last week, too. If you missed the Light game, I think there were 2 of them, maybe just the 1, but either way, incredible stuff from him. Light is a great player, without a doubt. High Templar added in, Storm getting research stasis. You guys can see the production tab as well as I can. Snow's just doing all of the standard Protossy things that a Protossy player wants to do. 7 Zealots at a time. Legs. Spider Mine's gonna get absorbed into the little Zealot bodies. I mean, the big, tough, strong Zealot bodies. Or they just die to vultures, because that's what they're for as well. Tragically. Recola. We've seen Recall researched in 2 of these 3 games, but not a single recall has happened yet. Unless I totally missed one, which is very possible. Falcon misses things from time to time to time. Is there a command center being constructed? I think it's just going to have to be built on location, to be my guess. Snow sharking around. Trying to find angles to move in, but moving up that high ground sucks. Moving through this kind of narrow choke is garbage. It's not a super narrow choke, but it's not a good place to attack into. So what do you want to do is the question, right? Polypoid, pretty tough map to engage in. And yeah, Snow says, well, I'm just going to go up the dumb ramp. How's that sound? Good. Siege tank, my gosh, the lines of siege tanks waiting for this to happen. But you storm the tanks, you get Zealots on top of them, Dragoons finish them off, tank down, tank down, tank down, right? That's what this is. This is tank down, tank down, tank down, tank down. This is not, we're going to win this. But this is why Snow is so good at StarCraft, is the tank down concept. He's willing, and he is very ready and able to kill tanks at this stage of the game and slow down RoyaL's ability to move across the map and murder him. This command center, maybe taking some concerted fire. No, if these vultures want to fight, absolutely do this third base of RoyaL going down would be absolutely apocalyptic for RoyaL here, which is, he's floating it. That is the major advantage that Terran buildings have. Imagine if Zergs could float their hatcheries out of harm's way sometimes. They do it all the time. They do it in their sleep. Spider mining this area so any Zealot run-bys aren't going to get anything done. Floating a CC over to be a 4th base. 3rd base re-landing. More tanks are produced and repositioned to deal with the Dragoons, but there's really not much of a follow-up here. Snow's at 59 probes. It's 61 SCVs. RoyaL's macro is insane, man. He's got more workers than the Protoss does, and the Protoss has like 3 more worker producing structures than he does. 4-basing Terran scary. If a 3-basing Terran is scary, a 4-basing Terran is even scarier. Scanning out, see what's going on. He's like, is there another army waiting to push in here? No? Great. That's good news. This is another base that Snow has, by the way. Recall on the newly formed 4th base here, and that's an evac of SCVs. Not enough to stop this from happening. No siree, Bob. Gotta scan to reveal these zealots. Storming your own zealots a little bit there, guy. Just a little bit there. I just look at the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 bases for the Protoss. And there are 3 for the Terran. Zealots are trying to save the day up here, but I guess if they're cloaked it works, but that's what scans were invented for. All Zealots die. Oh my gosh, that is a lot of minerals dead. Spider mines. Nope, before we came in here, we used all of our spider mines. We shouldn't have. Just kidding, there are some. And alright. Now vultures, you gotta break down your own pylon to get out of here to try to save this base. Spider mining up this space. Almost like he doesn't want it or something. This is an interesting game for sure. No sign of a carrier transition out of Snow, but again, that can happen at any time. In any place, and anywhere in the world. Ricola. There's not a base over here, though. But I guess you can kill a science vessel and maybe kill this command center that's been floating over here for a while. Siege things do show up. SCVs are like, wait, should we be working here? No, they say to this vulture. The vultures got that nexus. That's crazy. Vultures getting a nexus is not something that happens very much. Big storm, another big storm. Key Matrix keeping that tank alive for just a minute longer here. Okay, and RoyaL has stabilized. He has managed to hold on to this base. New 4th base. Old 4th base is just not gonna happen. Like, at all. These vultures can die happy. They killed a nexus. When they go to Valhalla, they will join their brethren and say, how did you die? I died killing a nexus, and I successfully took it down with some of my bros. Where are my bros? Here they are. They're dead with me. Once again, Arbiter shenanigans here. Like, you're not going to bring any Goliaths over. I'm not going to respect you at all and just try to kill you with Arbiters. How's that sound? This space gets scanned. I feel like RoyaL probably knew about this before now, but whatever. Snow's maxed out. RoyaL's at 150 supply. Arbiter gets a nice stasis off, and then another recall comes in. Check this action out. Massive Snow recall, man. Absolutely sick. Oh, boy. So, the high ground belongs to the Protoss now. Ooh, Spider Mines obliterate a bunch of those Zealots running in. Once again, this command center has to flee. I think this was the CC at the old 4th base. It's the new 4th base CC, but it's not having a great time. It's on fire and everything. Siege tanks come in and clear out the Dragoons. So, again, killed some SCVs. I mean, it's 42 to 62 workers now. 20 SCVs have died in all of the chaos at both of the 4 bases here. With these recalls, it's allowed a bit of a stabilization process here for Snow. See you later, Obs. Ooh, there's a Dan the Dark Templar out. What's up, Dan the Dark Templar? Let's go. Let's rock and roll here. Man, but a maxed out Snow. He should really be pushing and pressuring as much as he can. Science vessel down. 3 siege tanks and a vulture at the top of the ramp might not be enough to stop this, although it is a bunch of Dragoons, but this is another recall. Dude, remember I was like, no recalls today. Snow! Bring in the recalls! Bringing him home. If this 4th base keeps dying for RoyaL, I don't know about his future in this game. He's got some tanks over to harass this 6 o'clock base of Snow. If he can kill that, that'd be massive and very good. What is the science vessel doing? I guess maybe got an EMP off, but I don't think that was worth it to die. You're 225 gas, man. Aw, these probes all getting massacred. RoyaL trying to even this game up a little bit. Little bit here. Zealots coming down to respond to this. Not going to be enough at all. Siege tanks are like, can you do this? How many Zealots are there? How many Dragoons are there? What's going on right now? Alright. Well, stabilize. Stabilize the 6 o'clock here. Did snow. And this little natural spawn at the bottom right. Whew! Also back for snow. 62 to 44 workers is kind of what you want here. You need to outspend the Terran player a lot to defeat them. Or, you know, kill them in the first 9 minutes, and then that's not as much of a concern. Yeah, man. Snow's maxed out. RoyaL keeps trying to creep up into 150, 175 supply, but it's not really working out for him incredibly well. Anyway. Alright, so Snow's maxed out. He's developing a bank here. 200 to 143 supply. Poking in to see how many tanks there are. Losing a Zealot. Oh, losing 3 Zealots and then backing out. Nice snipe of a High Templar there. And another High Templar. Man, Vulture control from RoyaL is so good. So, Zealot trying to take out these 2 tanks. Vulture Bike helping out with these tanks. And yeah, so 1 tank down, the other tank survives thanks to this very brave Vulture pilot clearing out spider mines here again. It's just, there's a bit of a bank here and we're maxed out for Snow. Just playing the waiting game, it feels like. Just poking and prodding and clearing out spider mines and making sure that RoyaL cannot take another base here. Oh. Clearing out spider mines with Zealots, yes. Clearing them out with High Templar, no. Just so much gas. 150 gas per High Templar, man. Woof. Cannot afford to lose that. That is certainly the case. Scanning to see where the Protoss army is. And here we go. Nice engagement. Nice concave here from RoyaL. Defensive Matrix coming up. Ooh, stasising 2 of the tanks on the left side. Storm blanketing the tanks at the top side here. But Defensive Matrix helps them weather the storm. But no, Dragoons finishing off that tank. 150 supply to 129 supply. 6 Dragoons and 6 Zealots on the way here from Snow. Nice production available to help Remax after a battle like that. Yo, hurry up to the battlefield. Hurry before RoyaL replaces those tanks. Oh, so here we go. An expansion here at the 12 o'clock. Oh boy. Oh boy. So retaking it. Expanding here to the minerals only. Here is Snow storming. The Vultures clearing out their spider mines. Protoss are like, yeah, that's pretty much what I do all the time in PvT. Is clear out those spider mines and watch out for Vultures trying to snipe my High Templar. Yeah, so we've got Vultures here. Storm. Tank down, tank down, tank down. Yeah, so the Vultures are now in their correct place. Oh, good stasis. 3 tanks and 2 Vultures. Are we gonna try to go up this ramp here, Snow? That would be very brave. Oh, spider mines taking out another tank. Holy smokes. 180 supply to 120 supply. And we are backing off. Because the stasis is going to wear off in a few seconds here. And not enough Zealots, right? Not enough Zealots to take this down. But we're making 8 Zealots and 9 Dragoons versus 2 Siege Tanks and 4 Vultures at a time. That's just how big the income discrepancy is here at the 26-minute mark of this game 3. Let's go. Siege tanks firing away. Dragoon. Oh, Ooh, that was kind of cool. Stasis in the midst of their unsieging animation. they were allowed to finish unsieging before the stasis actually took effect. That's crazy. Snow on the other side. Huge attack into this left side base. I don't know if there's enough. Zealots trying to drag spider mines into those tanks maybe. But, ooh, D-Matrix up on that siege tank too. But, oh my gosh, Zealots hammering away at that thing. Down, down, down. This base is in a lot of trouble. Reinforcements from RoyaL just not really happening. Yeah, he's barely got anything defending this base too. It's all just kind of falling apart for the Terran player right now. Aw, full evacuation of this left side. 9 o'clock base from RoyaL. And it sure looks like Snow is clearing this thing out. Siege tanks getting sniped as they come out of stasis. This feels like one final hurrah from RoyaL. Getting across the map here, stasis, and then storming the non-stasis tanks, and stasising the ones that got stormed already. 182 to 97 supply. EMP, huge connection, but getting out of there. Getting out of their science vessel. And science vessel dead. GG! RoyaL taps out, and Snow gets the win here in game number 3 on Polypoid. Man, what a great game. What a fantastic game there from Snow. Absolutely. Absolutely fantastic display there. My goodness. Just nothing better. Nothing better than Snow versus RoyaL here in a PVT. Oh. Yeah, 2-1 here from Snow versus RoyaL, ASL champion from 2023. But what have you done for me lately? That's the question being asked here. Man. So yeah, clearing this out and then forcing RoyaL to do one last attack and then just stasising everything, storming everything, sniping science vessels. Man, Snow is so methodical and so meticulous, especially with this matchup. Just, man, hats off. Hats off to Snow. We're going to see him win an ASL in 2024. Maybe. Stay tuned. All right. So, again, game 3, 28 minutes, 211,000 points versus 180,000 points. Outproducing the Protoss player by about a 2-to-1 ratio. But out-killing the Terran player here. 18-6 building raised by Snow and outspending the Terran player by 21,000 resources. A little bit more than that, but yeah, 21,000 in 28 minutes. Thumbs up. Well done. Good job, Snow. Good job expanding. Good job pressuring. Good job denying bases. Good job killing bases. And yeah, that's it. That's it for this best of 3 from RJB. Whew. And that's going to be it for me as well. This has been Falcon Paladin coming at you with yet another edition of StarCraft Brood War Remastered. Go ahead, hit that like button, hit that subscribe if you like what you saw and what you heard today. You can also catch me on Twitter, Facebook, Patreon, and Twitch, all at /Falcon Paladin. And until next time, as always, thank you so much for watching. You take care of yourself.